descendant of French Huguenots, Germans, British people, Scots, Irish people, Dutch. I like
My
clothes.
culture is actually kind of unknown to myself. I know that one of my great-grandmothers came from England, and another set of my great-grandparents came from Holland, from two different sides of the family, obviously. Culture doesn't play a huge role in my
I would
family.
say my culture is, the first word that comes to mind is American, and I see the American culture as being a giant melting pot of other cultures. I'm probably a really good example. My mom's Chinese and my dad's Polish and German. So that's been integrated into all different aspects of my
I
life.
say my culture is American.
I am Nigerian American.
As you can tell, I'm Latin. Most of my traditions and all that stuff just kind of all entwined to make my culture. Anything from the rosca, which is called king's cake, I believe, to like el cucuy, to la cuaresma, anything like that. Basically, all the food and everything like that just basically wraps all into one to become my culture, I guess. So.
I am a Hispanic, as opposed to being Mexican American, which my parents are. They were born in Mexico and now they're citizens here. But I was born here and I consider myself Hispanic.
That's a stupid question. What's white mean to me?
For the most part, we still are thought of as being the majority, which sometimes is a comforting feeling, but it is somewhat an uncomfortable feeling, feeling that we are becoming the
I think
minority.
there's a very blurry definition of what it means to be white. But here in the United States, I think people consider white being people with European ancestry.
Being white's just like a way of life to me. I don't really think about it, and I'm sure a lot of other people don't either.
Being white, it kind of encompasses a lot of privileges that other minorities don't get. Being white also means a lot more than being black. It means a lot more than being Hispanic, Asian American, whatever minority group you are in this society. But also, if you spin it around and go somewhere else, it means a totally
My
different thing.
race is Mexican, my ethnicity is Hispanic, and for some reason or another, there's some sort of technical term that makes me white. But being white to me doesn't really mean a whole lot, to be honest with you. It's everything should be.
When asked what being white means to me, I think about European ancestry, so I consider...
I don't think that that's much of a privilege. I don't feel any more privileged than any other race. I know I was poor, crazy poor growing up, and I don't feel like I've had any more privileges than anyone else, except I went to a good school.
Anytime that maybe I was given an opportunity or advantage over a person of a different ethnicity, for advancement or for some other opportunity that is appealing to me or to them, and I don't know, I can't name a specific instance when I know this exists, or if it does. Likely that it does at some point in time.
White privilege would be you're going to get more the benefit of the doubt.
White privilege definitely does exist, and I think the best way to describe it would be that if you are white, you don't necessarily realize the privileges you have as a white person versus some of the struggles minorities face every single day, and the discrimination and how it's such a different life.
Of course, I think white privilege exists. I think a lot of people are ignorant to that fact. They don't realize the privilege they get because I guess they're not experiencing the other side. I think just going to this school, you see it a lot, but just in society, just the way that people, not necessarily the way people look at you, but just their behavior and mannerisms towards you, there's a lot of white privilege.
I believe white privilege is the fact that whites in the society get what they want in an easier manner than a minority would. I believe it does exist because today's society is predominantly white.
I cursed my roommate because she didn't tell me this was going to be on YouTube until after I agreed to do it.
And that's because she's a smart roommate.